a couple of topics. One, with the grassroots communities meeting with the president and administration officials. Going back to the Dearborn, Michigan issue, you've got a large contingent of Arabs, you've got a large contingent of Muslims, as well as Jewish people. Karine, you just said you're listening. For both of you, as you're listening, are you taking anything in as to what they're saying in these conversations? Are you acting on any of what they're saying?
Absolutely. We take these conversations very seriously, and without getting into specific details or disclosing some of the things that we've been hearing, we are taking them on board, and we are willing to adjust the way we're approaching the conflict and the way we're talking about the conflict to reflect those concerns. But we're taking them very seriously.
So as you're taking them in and taking them seriously, it sounds like you're acting on some of what they're saying. Is it more on the political front, the humanitarian front, or national security front that you're acting on with these grassroots conversations?
I can only speak about the national security implications here, and I can tell you very much that because the National Security Council has been a part and parcel of these conversations, and we're coming back for them, we feel, informed, more educated, and certainly more understanding of some of the concerns that are out there in the Arab community and Arab American community. And again, we're taking that on board, and we're doing it, and we're acting on it.
And I know as this meeting happened, and it was about preventing a government shutdown, but again, there is an intertwining of foreign affairs, national security involved in the budget. But is there concern that it continues to be kicked down the road, because we've been kicking the can down the road since last year, and it just keeps going and going and going. We keep coming to this point. Is there a concern about that?
Absolutely. I mean, one of the things that's been unfortunate throughout this appropriations process now for the entire time we've been in office is the use of continuing resolutions to try to keep the government going. And just not to get into too long an answer here, but when you're basing everything on a CR, that means there's certain things like in the defense world where you can't enact new contracts for weapon systems or ships or airplanes because a CR only allows you to fund to last year's numbers. So you're limited. You can't start some new programs, and you can't even pay for some programs using new funds because you're stuck with the last year's funding. So it absolutely has an effect on national security.
CRs are crippling the military, the U.S. military capabilities.
It is definitely making it harder for the Defense Department to continue to support our global requirements when you are talking about continuing resolution funding. It definitely hampers your flexibility, no question about it.
Thank you.